Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, YouTubers. This is Jerry Diamond with How to Get Out of Babylon. And yes, I've got what I call my theology hat on, whatever. I read another chapter, ran out of memory, boof, blows up. I don't feel like reading another one, I'm sorry. Plus, the next two are tied together, it would leave you hanging and all upset, and Countryman would have a conniption fit. And everybody would write me, and, Sister Sue would get bent out of shape. I hope things are going well. She had a appointment, legal deal. Pray for her, pray for Margot, that she finds a place. Got here from New York, and the place was not livable, put it that way. So, I got my hat on. I want to talk about being honorable. I ain't perfect, but I'm telling you, if you could tell somebody something is so, it better be so. If let your yay be yay and your nay nay. Don't make promises and then not fulfill them. If you give your word, perform it. It's real simple, If you don't want to, in this case, in my situation, it's not as big as Margot's, it's not as big as Sister Sue's, and it's not as big as anybody's. Bonnie's out there, concerned about getting there. We talked about community today and what I gave her my opinion of what community is. But people, if you're in a bad mood and you don't want to, I was invited over to talk business with this man, this person, okay, who owes me a lot, really does. My wife came back from meeting them as a midwife and told me about him, and I was so excited to hear someone was willing to live in a bus to try to get out of the system that I said, if you have to, you tithe this birth, do it for nothing. As it turned out, they were, the group there, the community was able to, pay for it and trade, which, some excess material they had, still have far more than they'll ever use. A guy, the only one left. But anyway, neither here nor there. I was invited over to talk to him about the sheep, okay? He never bothered to come out of the house and talk to me. His wife came out after working all day long, 12 hours on Mother's Day. 12 hours on Mother's Day. He forgot it was Mother's Day. She was working. She busted her ass all day long. Didn't take a break in 12 hours. Was not off her feet for 12 hours. She made the deal with me. 3 months. That's not good enough. It's got to be 30 days. Okay. Basically, as far as I'm concerned, the deal's off. If you can't be true to your word, which was given by your wife, then forget it, But here's the point, Sue was told things. Nah, guy, let's just be plain, this guy screwed her, okay? Cheated her. Shannon got cheated. Melody, oh, jeez, cheated. Margot, cheated. Ain't looking good. Northwest Arkansas, there's a lot of Looney Tunes down there as far as I know. I know there's good people there because I know some people there. But there's some funny people there. So anyway, the point is, if you make a deal, don't make the deal. And then, because I said, yeah, I'll give you $300, down payment. And, and that was including, actually I made a deal for $900, but then they didn't want to get the horse tack out and show it to me. So I'm like, well, if I can't see it, I'm not going to shell out $300 for something I can't even see. But I don't know what it's there and how much is there. It was for all of it. Well, is all of it half of it, or is all of it a third of it, or is all of it a fourth of it, or is all of it any of it, So anyway, done deal. Not done deals. Not deals off. Unless I can come up with $600 cash. Well, it can be cash, PayPal. I can come up with about 300, but I'm not going to make a deal hoping that I might be able to, make the rest of it in 30 days. So anyway, again, I'm back to that. I won't talk about that again. I'll bite my tongue. You'll see me talking like this, and you'll have to try to understand me as best you can, okay? All right, so for everybody listening, okay, there's the camera. For everybody listening who claims to listen to me, because there's people that claim to listen to me and they don't. They don't hear a thing I'm saying. Let your yay be yay and your nay nay. If you tell someone you're going to help them, do it. Don't oppose them. If you say you're going to be a benefit time-wise or labor-wise, do it. I stayed at my friend John's for 2 winters and a summer. You know what kind of deal we had? We were friends. We didn't have a deal. If there were dishes needed to be done, I did them. If there was firewood to be brought in, I did it. Grass to mow, I did it. I did laundry, I washed dishes, firewood, the whole 9 yards. He never asked me to do a damn thing. Same thing with Bill. Bill's out working, I go help. I hear a chainsaw, labor, work, manual labor. I hate that Pedro labor. I hate his brother Manuel too. But now Lola, she loves manual labor. 95 years old. She absolutely loves manual labor. She says a real man will put in eight hard hours. And she loved labor so much she could sit out there in her chair, her stroller, her walker, or now her electric golf cart and watch Bill work all day long. I'm serious. She loves watching him work. Or me, but yeah. So what'd you do all today, Jerry? Nothing. How do you explain what I do for work, to someone that only thinks of manual labor as work, Say, nah, I didn't do anything. Just talked to 3 people today that are moving here, and, everybody that moves here is worth about $100,000 into the local economy, and I've brought about 30 people here. It's only, $3 million. No big deal. I didn't do anything. Being honest, if I could say, yeah, I made $3,000. I made $30,000 off of that deal, off those deals, and I should be making something on it. I did talk to a real estate guy, but man, the amount of time and put into it, and the amount of paperwork I'd have to do, I don't know. It's a thought, get a real estate license and do that. But it would take away from what I'm doing, Every minute that I spend arguing with somebody, listening to someone talk that's not productive, every minute I spend, like I said, I don't want to get a lawnmower and have to mow for 8 hours a week or so. That's 8 hours I could be doing something else. Now, a push behind mower would be at least some walking exercise. That's fine. But I'll start weed whacking it. And the other thing was I got both weed whackers working. They both worked great, and I went ahead and left Bill's there since I was there. Jersey said she was going to help, but yeah, whatever. You can use a Shindawa, same thing. So anyway, if you give your word, perform it. You know, he that sweareth to his own hurt and doeth it. You know, I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand deliberately trying to screw somebody, knowingly, deliberately trying to shaft them. I mean, to put a woman in a shithole of an environment and expect to be paid something. I mean, it sounds like places down there need to be, I'm sorry, but, you know, lightning struck. You know, incinerated. Jeez. Like, they're not even fit for human habitation. I don't know. I'm not going to name any names on that one, but damn, I'm pretty put out. Pretty damn sick operation. All right, real quick here. I want to make a point for those of you listening, and those of you who think you're listening or who claim to be listening. Maybe this will get through. I don't know. But listen to me, everybody. The ones that are listening to me are the ones I really care about. The ones, you know, you people that really are listening to me, hear me now, and just remember this. And when you see things happening, they're not accidents, okay? I do not believe that there's coincidences. I believe in divine providence. I believe in divine sovereignty. So, when somebody does something wrong, I've said this before, and for lack of a better way to say it, until I figure out a better way to say it, I'm going to say that the law of God, the law of Yahweh, is going to be becoming more and more in effect. I believe we're in a transition phase of some sort, time frame, unknown. But I see it. We're in a paradigm shift. I said 20 years ago that we would see paradigm shifts in energy, paradigm shifts in law, paradigm shifts in health. Not knowing, just making that belief-based statement. And we're seeing that. Energy free. I now know that the Earth is a battery. Tesla was right. I always wondered. We had a friend that was really big on Tesla. Engineer, scientist type of guy. Built all kinds of weird stuff. Had all kinds of weird beliefs in natural healing. Now I know. Tesla was right. There is free energy everywhere. Especially on the Kraton. So, paradigm shifts, and we're in that. We're shifting. So, my point is that I've said it before. You might want to actually read the Bible and give it some thought. Oh yeah, I've read the Bible. Do you understand the principles of the Bible? Do you understand that when it says this, it means it? Let your yea be yea, and your nay, nay. Whatsoever more cometh of this is of evil. And that when you refuse to perform your word, there will be, judgments on that, penalty. There's laws in the Bible and Torah, and maybe they're going to be divinely enforced. Maybe they'll be enforced by his servants, his people. I don't know. That's just my belief. Watch your tongue. You make a deal, stick to it. You don't try to cheat people that are driving from California and New York. That's sick in my book. So the Lord will take up the approach against the widow and the orphan, for the widow and the orphan. When they cry out to Yahweh, the person that did them wrong, he's in a bad, bad way. You can read it. Isaiah. All right, that's it. I got to get this off because I don't know how much memory I got, and I don't want to have to redo it, or even I won't redo it. That'll be it. Sorry, you didn't hear all these words. All right, this is Jerry Diamond. If you're listening to this, you're the remnant.